All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing today? How are we today? What's up? What's good? What's good? What's good? What is everybody's scoring prediction for the first leg of this the second semifinal? I think 3-0 Barca. Sup, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Arsenal fan, but I love watching your YouTube videos. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Our prediction is 3-4 Inter win, hat trick Lamine Yamal. Well, speaking of Lamine Yamal, there's recent news. They just showed that he seems to be potentially uncertain. As in he came off or went straight to the tunnel early, and he was rubbing his thigh. So we'll see. We'll see. They forced Thuram back. I got the starting 11s here. All right, here they are. So for Barca, I think both teams, well, not at even strength. You've got Ferran, who's in place there for 𝙀𝙊𝘿𝘾𝘼, but apart from that, and also Balde is out for 𝙎𝙊𝙾𝘾𝘄𝑼𝙎 here. But apart from that, you'd say it's basically their strongest available 11s. Pedri, Olmo, De Jong in midfield, Cubarsí, Inigo Martinez at center back, Koundé at right back, Yamal, Rafinha as the wingers, and Ferran up top. So the thing is was that Lamine, he went off like early in the or like before the end of warm-up finish. He'd gone in early, so it would seem to suggest that potentially, it's probably something light and maybe just get a massage, but you never know. You never know. But yeah. And as for Internazionale, I'm assuming this is their strongest 11. Biseka, Cherby, Bastoni, Dumfries, and Di Marco as the wingbacks, Barella, Çalhanoğlu, and Mkhitaryan in your midfield, and Thuram and Martinez up front. I want to see by age. Yeah, I feel like they have an old squad here. Holy smokes. You think Cherby is 37? What the heck? I mean, in fairness, the rest of the squad isn't nearly as bad. We got Cherby and Mkhitaryan who like are 30, you know, I'm pushing the wrong side of 35. Even Çalhanoğlu's 31. Like, this is an old squad. 30.2 compared to Barca's 26. Dang. Like, you think on Barca's side, Szczesny's the oldest man. He's not even, doesn't even crack top 3 oldest players for Inter. Anyways. All right, I think we are getting ready to kick off here soon. Dang, I feel good now. I feel good now. Today is going to be a nice, easy stream. Whoever wins, whoever goes through, well, hopefully it'll be the team at PSG facing the final. But you know, we're calm. We're calm. We're calm. Lamine is literally reincarnated Neymar. No, he's not. No, he's not. 𝙀𝙖 is. 𝙀𝙖 is. 𝙀𝙖 is the reincarnate of Neymar. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. Lamine like was rubbing his thigh, and he went off. Seems like it's his growing area. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. PSG versus Barca final crazy. We'll see, we'll see. So Frankie de Jong is the captain. I want to see if I can see Lamine. I can't quite see him there. But we'll see. Declan Rice plus use free kicks juice to beat these Parisians. Huh? Are you nervous for the second leg against Arsenal? I mean, nervous in the sense that it's, you know, it's a semi-final, so in that respects, but I'm more confident than I would have expected to be at this point, because I said a draw in the first leg. To go first to get a win, low-key now, based on the end of the game, you're a bit, you know, not crazy amounts, but kicking yourself a bit that you could have put the tie away potentially in the first leg if, you know, 𝙭𝙗𝘿𝘾 and Gonzalo Ramos finished their chances. But alas, beggars can't be choosers. All right, here we go though. All right, here's the commentary.
They're going to walk out to 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾 is in the Barcelona lineup in the tunnel, tweaked the top of his leg when he slipped when shooting as part of the pre-match warm-up.
All right, interesting. Let me know if you guys can hear the commentary in the background, and if like my mic sounds good and everything as usual.
The weekend to keep them on course for a treble. For the tough Italians from Milan are here to slow them down in the first leg. In to think they've got what it takes.
Is Lamine injured? No, he's back out there. He's back out there.
It's a wonderful scene. It's Barcelona.
They got a tifo as well. 1992, 2006, 2009, 2011, 2015 for all their Champions Leagues, and then they showed like a grayed out one for 2025. Whew. Wow, it feels so bizarre. None of my teams are involved. Listen, I don't really care who goes through here. I just want to be entertained. I want a good game. 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝙼 is the official for this game. Interesting. Les grandes équipes, the champions.
The smile on the youngster's face tells you what everybody's thinking going into this game tonight. It's the 17th meeting overall between them. The first in a semi-final since the year Inter last won the competition. That was in 2010 when it was
dang, okay.
versus Pep Guardiola.
Oh, hold on. I need to turn on my do not disturb. That's their tifo. We just got a cannon. Bro, your team, yeah, your Arsenal's tifo was disgusting. Y'all had nothing, man.
The Copa del Rey final, and when it starts tonight, it means there's still no Robert Lewandowski or 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝙀𝘋. Gerard Martinez at left back.
Good win, Junior. Yeah, of course.
Goals from Lewandowski. Yamal plays his 100th game for Barcelona tonight at the ripe old age of 17.
That's crazy.
He's got a bright future.
That is crazy. 100 games at 17.
There's the referee, Clement.
Dang.
He was in charge of the 2022 Champions League final, one of Europe's most experienced referees. The captains, Frenkie de Jong and Lautaro Martinez.
Eric Garcia about to score bicycle kick trust. I mean, if he comes on, yeah. We'll see. I think Barca go favorites. What's my prediction for tonight? 3-1 Barca. 3-1 Barca is my prediction. 3-1 Barca.
And after 3 games out, Marcus Thuram is back up front with Lautaro.
Thuram is back. Thing is, though, Inter have not been in great form at all. So it's going to be interesting to see how things pan out. All right, they're doing another minute of silence for the Pope.
Observe silence in memory of the late Pope.
Do you think Arsenal are a good team? Yeah, I've been saying it. They're a good team. They're a good team.
So now the stage is set.
All right, here we go.
Barcelona teams played some brilliant football this season.
Why is the music so sad? Oh, it's a somber tone to set the tone, But alas, now we are here.
Can still play the fantasy stuff that the club's renowned for. Inter might lack the flash and pizzazz at Barcelona, but they might just be the team that can slow them down. All in all, it's fascinating.
What's your prediction for the match? I say 3-1 Barca. 3-1 Barca.
Tonight, Barcelona's latest golden generation.
I remember the stadium. Good memories from the stadium. Good memories from the stadium.
Once again.
Do you think Inter has a chance? I mean, yeah, he could still do something. It's not like Barca is like clear favorites. There's no chance Inter do anything, but we'll see.
Barcelona, the famous colours of the Spanish side, and the all-white tonight for the finals 2 seasons ago. Inter Milan. I think the first thing we've got to talk about.
Whoa!
As the first break is on here.
𝙀𝙬𝘼𝘋𝘼.
The first promising situation. And the first
okay.
In there by 𝙀𝙬𝘾𝘼𝘎.
All right, so Inter's the one who start off.
𝙀𝙬𝘼𝘋𝘼 went
Marcus Thuram! What the heck? Oh my days!
Celebrations from the Inter supporters.
What a start from Inter!
And Thuram, who's been out.
Marcus Thuram! I was not aware of your game.
Absolutely magnificent.
Oh!
To take you back, if I may, to the ball. The flick on Martinez. There's a long ball played up the left-hand side.
Guys, ¿qué pasa?
He leaps and he.
What? Marcus Thuram!
Absolutely.
What? Oh, Inigo slips, but what a finish!
Behind him, he lets it through, and look at that for the flick.
Oh, that is a ridiculous goal. That is world class. That is a ridiculous finish. What a finish. Marcus. Yes, sir. Okay, another Frenchman scored. Dang.
30 seconds.
30 seconds in. Les gars, mais c'est fou, c'est boosté. Oh, I'm curious to know what Robbie's thinking now.
This season for Marcus Thuram, who'd missed 3 matches, back tonight, back alongside.
Dang, bro.
And making the instant impact with a Barcelona-style goal to get us off and running.
Oh, damn real.
Yo.
I think it was a chair, but it just played along.
Dang, all right, that changes things, but it's not over. It's early in the game. Same thing as the Arsenal game. It's an early goal. There's still plenty of football to be played.
Defensive perspective, as Koundé got to get the ball further away. It was a poor clearance.
Yeah, you could argue that, but I think still they had opportunities past that to really get into in good positions. I think they were in decent positions when the ball went wide to Dumfries.
All right, we'll see.
Martinez slipped, and that was crucial.
So here's Yamal on the move.
Here's Yamal, though.
And he runs into Bastoni, one of the 3 pillars at the back tonight for Inter Milan. There's so much pressure on those 3. Alessandro Bastoni, Francesco Cherby, and Jan Bisek. There's Hansi Flick, who's had an excellent first season with Barcelona, and he's looking to emulate his Bayern team of 2020 that won the Champions League by scoring plenty of goals.
I mean, Inter playing at home. We'll see.
And now Lamine Yamal.
Oh.
Yamal was very enticing and well defended in there.
Dang, this game, what a start. What a start to this football game.
This is why we've come to this game. This is why we're excited to be here. That little cameo there from Lamine Yamal out of nothing. Wonderful ball.
Wow.
So Barcelona looking to...
All right, I mean, Barca...
Little layoff in there by Rafinha that almost got Dani Olmo running through. There's so much creativity in the Barca team.
Oh, it's all... I mean, it's started off 100 miles an hour, so you would expect...
Dang, this game's going at, yeah, they said 100 miles an hour here. But, Inter, advantage Inter.
Yamal with the ball, and then running through was Ferran Torres, and that's the first corner tonight.
Corner now.
Barcelona. Inter Milan haven't seen the ball since they went 1-0 up.
No. And there's a fair degree of opinion amongst the 3 of us. I think they might not see it for a while. because they're going to come out and now Barcelona. It's a dreadful start for them, an absolutely perfect start for Inter Milan, but you'd expect Barcelona.
Dang, all right, well that sets the tone for sure.
So 𝙀𝙀𝘋 out here to take this corner. Has to be the front runner for the Ballon d'Or at the moment, doesn't he, 𝙀𝙀𝘋? 30 goals, he scores them, he makes them. And he's on the opposite side of the pitch tonight to Yamal.
One goal is not enough. Yeah, it's not enough, but I mean, you score within 30 seconds. There's still, again, on both sides, it's still, Barca can still very much so come back into this game.
The free kick to Barcelona gives us a chance to actually talk about the situation with Yamal. The pitch you pointed out, Rio, has been probably overly watered. It's absolutely sodden out there, and he did slip as he had a shot. He did certainly tweak something. We'll keep an eye on him. He seems okay, but the pitch is very wet, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. They want a quick pitch. They're a passing team. They want to move the ball, shift it quick, and you need a pitch to be wet and quick for that.
Here comes
Pedri.
running in.
Yeah, Inter are going to have to defend really well. But the thing is, though, I guess against Barca is that
𝙀𝙀𝘋 and the other one, 𝙀𝙀𝘋,
if there's any team that can just defend and sit back, it really is them.
And that's Martinez, and then Martin, and that's Bastoni jumping for Inter. De Jong coming on to...
No, 𝙁𝙁𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙁, get up. Get up.
By 𝙬𝙁𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙁.
Yeah, even De Jong's not saying anything.
Not for me.
Never.
Just on your point about Inter Milan not seeing the ball since the goal, I don't think there's many teams that wouldn't actually mind being in that position more than Inter Milan at this stage. They're a very, very good, well-drilled team, aren't they, in that sense?
I think this is probably the worst case scenario from Barca, because Inter could just, I mean, I think they're not as defensively astute as people perhaps make them out to be, but if there is a team that could do it that's left in the Champions League, it's definitely them.
In the competition for Barcelona since 2019, the famous Liverpool comeback at Anfield, overall their 18th semi-final in the competition, which is second only to Real Madrid.
It's an interesting one, lads, particularly in this right-hand side. You can see the water coming up.
Here's 𝙀𝙀𝘋. He's looking to lift it in, and there's Jan Sommer, so often reliable on big nights for Inter Milan.
The point I would make, clearly you want to water it, and it'll make the ball zip across the surface. However, if you put too much water on it, it's the adverse effect.
This is
Foul. Well done. Yeah, I know. Fermin, guys, stop. Is that Olmo? Yeah.
It's his 50th Champions League game tonight. He took Inter to the final 2 years ago, but his team have come here tonight lacking a bit of form, but they've made the perfect start, and that is going to give
wow, what a start.
Booster.
Thuram, what a finish, man. Holy.
Semi-final in 3 years for Inter Milan, who lost the 2023 final to Manchester City. Overall, it's a 14th appearance in the last 4 for them. They beat Barcelona at this stage the last time they won the competition 15 seasons ago. And when you look at them, the two sides together, between them, they've won this competition 8 times. There's Denzel Dumfries, who got the start tonight over Matteo Darmian. I think there's a lot of speculation. Ali might go with the more defensive-minded of the two, but he's actually gone for the more progressive one in Dumfries.
He has.
Okay, I think the pace of the game has slowed down since those rapid first, like, 5 minutes.
Doesn't want to be in. That been 𝙀𝙀𝘋.
I'll tell you what, we just saw a sequence of play from Inter Milan there that just shows you they're so good at playing through teams. They have a certain
It's a bad ball.
Without the ball, but as well as that with the ball.
Lovely little turn by Yamal.
No, no, Yamal, get up, man. Stop. Never.
There's only 8 minutes going, a long way to go, but he's ahead at the moment.
Yeah, let me just tell you this as well. That's the fastest ever goal in the history of Champions League semi-finals.
I mean, that seemed to be the case, yeah.
Tonight, so a bit of history made here in Barcelona.
And a beauty it was too. Catches him pretty straightforward, free kick there. The arm comes across your shoulder, doesn't it?
Yeah. Italian defending at his best there, getting a bit of contact.
No, that's not a pen. That's not a pen.
It's like his 250th game for Inter Milan tonight. Alessandro Bastoni, he's played the most games for Inter Milan this season. He's Mr. Reliable in that very solid back three.
Also, I would say this Inter Milan team, they wouldn't be as pleasing on the eye. They're not as flashy as this Barcelona team, but they have a clear structure and a clear way of playing that is really nice to see, especially from the beautiful teams we're sitting in.
I'm a Real Madrid fan. This is a hate watch. I mean, it's going good so far. For me, it's just an overwatch. I don't mind Barca, but if Inter win, I'm also not angry because it would mean Barca can't do the treble.
That was Barella. And now he goes on here to Bastoni. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎𝙞. Now Di-Marco. Bastoni, the centre-backs, hoisted in the cross, and they've not dealt with it in their Barcelona.
Barca looking shaky defensively.
That's lifted in towards Martinez and 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙖, who got off his settee to come and play in goal for Barca. Oh, there's a little flick and he's just wide.
He's offside. He's well offside there. Well offside, but from Barca's perspective, they look shaky defensively.
Semi-final defensively right now, Ali. They don't look good, Barcelona.
He's onside there initially.
Doesn't take any chances, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's miles offside.
We mentioned it before the game, guys. Brilliant going forward. Absolutely brilliant going forward. But I think a lot about the PSG in the respect that brilliant going forward, but you will get chances against them.
Especially if you cross the ball. We've seen already crosses coming in that box. You see a little bit of anxiety creeping.
Remontada. I mean, yeah, there's still plenty of football to be played. Plenty of football to be played.
Who's the starting left back? Andreas Christensen has hardly played all season. Here's the chance though for Barcelona. This is what they.
Oh!
But he can't finish it. Ferran Torres.
Oh, probably should have done better there. Probably should have done better there.
The kind of chance that the Polish captain would have taken.
I'm actually wondering, could he hit it first time? Brilliant ball from Yamal here. Watch it. Could he have met this first time? Oh, I think he could have. I think it's a first time effort, guys. I really do. I don't think
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
But I think the pace is on that ball to redirect it first time.
That guy there, if that comes in there, he's banging that first time. That hits the back of the net.
He's not taking a touch.
He scored 40 goals, Lewandowski, in 48 games this season. Third highest scorer in the competition behind Ronaldo and Messi. So it's extremely impactful, the fact that they don't have him tonight. They might not have him next week either. So it's significant that. One thing that's against Barcelona as well is that Inter Milan have taken the lead in 9 Champions League games this season. They've won all of them. They've been a good team with a lead, and they've got it here in Barcelona tonight.
Wow.
I mean, in fairness, they're not giving an aggressive press, but they're going for it. Guys, we could see some terrorism football here for the rest of the game.
Coming together there with Francesco Acerbi, who's still a regular starter for Inter Milan, despite the fact he's 37. Age isn't a barrier, particularly with defenders, it seems, in Italian football. They do go on for a long time. You think about Maldini and Baresi, Costa Curta, Chiellini.
Now you're talking.
All play deep into their 30s, though, don't they?
One thing in common as well, brilliant defenders. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh,
yeah. He didn't clear that. Here's Rafinha, and that's good tracking back by another veteran, 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙖𝙎𝙗.
You've seen again the wet surface, defender slipping over there.
Junior, what's your prediction? My prediction was 3-1 to Barca, so it's still definitely possible, but
stepping in there was 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝙼𝙎.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting Inter to concede. Did he give the foul?
Actually pulled it back to give a free kick.
Okay.
To Barcelona, which he didn't do straight away. Ali, that's what he's given it for.
I know, he's just trying to fend him off. He certainly catches his face, but I've got that down as a soft free kick.
Softy.
Yeah, and I'm guessing you're agreeing with me.
Absolutely.
Italian teams parking the bus, great tactics. English teams parking the bus, disgrace. I never said it's a good thing. It's like it's strategic. I'm not saying it's great. I think parking the bus is like depends on the situation.
Brazilian who hoists one in, and that's punched away by 𝙀𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾. Clipped back in by 𝙬𝙾𝘼𝙎𝙾 and headed away by the inter-captain Martinez.
Temple Standard is mad. But when did I say that it was? When did I say that it was good for them to park the bus? I said they would do it. I never commented on whether it was good or not.
Outside of the foot this time, Bastoni, the ever-present defender, in the way. And then Barella just denied by Cubarsí, another kid in the team. He's only 18. He's played 50 games this season at 18. Always starts at the back for them. Yamal was trying to turn it on there to 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝑖𝑎𝑐. Bit of composure shown then by Mkhitaryan. Olmo.
That's the header they missed for the goal, wasn't it? You talked about Ali. That's the first header they missed again. Starting the game slow, but they're in tune now, it seems, Barca.
Here's Yamal, who's playing his 100th game for the club tonight. 2 years and 1 day since he made his debut as a 15-year-old. He dyed his hair at home this week because he said he was bored. Here's Petri. And then on it went by Cubarsí. Martin. Quickly on the scene was Marco. Mkhitaryan was there as well, but they're struggling to keep the ball at the moment into Milan. Here's 𝙬𝙾𝘼𝘼𝑎𝑐 again. Dani Olmo looking to try and get the give and go. And free kick again when Petri but they soon regained possession, Barcelona. They only seem to lend it. It's gone out though here. And it's a throw-in on this side to Inter Milan.
It's worth mentioning what they do really well straight away into Milan. When the ball comes to Yamal on the right-hand side there, they double up. DeMarco doubles up and it's fantastic and back and helps it.
𝙀𝙖𝑼 and Kvara or Yamal and Rafinha. Recent form, I'd probably take 𝙀𝙖𝑼 and Kvara.
Mkhitaryan and DeMarco on their own left-hand side. Fabulous, just great work rate closing people down.
Well, they're taking an absolute age.
Inter just need to do the same thing PSG did yesterday.
One thing that Inter will do is use every trick in the book to try and slow it down, and who can blame them here? Barcelona, remember, had to go to extra time against Real Madrid to win the Copa del Rey on Saturday. Big game and a long game prior to tonight. Inter lost at home against Roma, which was a third defeat in a row for Simone Inzaghi's team. And if you widen the form out, Inter have managed 2 wins from their last 9. Barca certainly the form team. Their only loss in 27 games was in Dortmund in the second leg of the quarter-final. But it's Inter who have made the better start with that early Marcus Thuram goal.
Yeah, Barca have been dominating possession. I mean, that's what you'd expect. Oh, Yamal trying to go through them, but didn't work.
Quite get through it, but he's won the corner. Just think it's the confidence that oozes out of him.
Brilliant. Absolutely.
In goes De Jong. It's a free header coming in at the far post almost. There's a clash of heads in there. It was
brilliantly headed away.
Who had a run at it. Just thought for a second there that he was going to get a free run at it. That was quite outstanding recovery defended from Bisek, Ali.
𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑐 was tremendous here, because I thought for a split second, like yourself, he'd switched off. And we saw Martinez come round the back post, but he got there. Good defending.
Well defended, well defended.
When you got someone on your back like that, you always think, I'm going to get smashed here.
Do you have an agenda against Fabian Ruiz? Well, not anymore. Not anymore.
Olmo, Bisek with another important header. There's the shot.
Dang, Barca are getting chances. Barca are getting chances.
Opportunities so far tonight for Barcelona.
I think it's a swerve. We'll find out right here. I think it's a swerve that beats him. It is. Here you are.
Oh, he's swerving the other way around.
If he hits it with the instep, like there, it's unfortunate for him. It's swerving away from the goal. But if he can hit it with the side of his foot, it curls in the far corner. But a great effort.
Rio, if it carries on like this and they get a clean sheet out of this, it'll be the greatest 0-0 of all time for Inter Milan.
You mean clean sheet, clean sheet.
There's a long way to go. Yeah, Darren.
Absolutely. 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏. A little bit sloppy there from 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝑼𝑎𝑠si, and they want to get 𝙬𝙧𝑒marco in behind. 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝑎𝑠si was on the sprint, and the more
Corner.
experienced Martinez gets across to defend it.
Well, I would say, I don't think they're just going to sit here and defend this Inter team. They're a threat the other way. They'll sit, they'll soak things up, use their experience, but they still will create problems going the other way, as we saw earlier in the game.
So 𝙬𝙧𝑒marco's had a leisurely stroll over to take the corner. Absolutely no desire to do things quickly.
Nah, eat up the clock. Eat up the clock.
They've got all three centre-backs up there for the corner. Bastoni, 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑏, and Bisek as well. And there's
What a finish again! Oh my goodness, Barcelona, what is going on? Wow!
I absolutely cannot wait to see this again. It's just a long ball. DeMarco's corner goes to...
Wow! Internazionale! Internazionale!
But the finish...
Smash and grabs! Let's see.
Out of this world again.
Another... It's a good goal. It's a good goal. Is there a foul in there?
𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑏 wins a header.
No, they're all battling for it. It's all good. What a finish, though. What a finish.
He's kind of jumped away from the ball. Watch it here.
Robbie Luke. Oh, my. What is going on?
Take one for the team.
Do you know what happens there?
Wow.
Absolutely spot on. Because if
Dang.
it does go over his head...
Robbie, what's going on? Listen, I know Barca's not the best defensively, and they can score at will, but going and giving yourself this type of work, 2 down, again, it's not over. And once again, from Barca's perspective, there's still plenty of football to be played here.
He's just scored his first Champions League goal for 3 years, by the way. He's having his best scoring season for Inter. And
Dang. Wow. I mean, now that they're going to defend the lead. Now it's going to be some terrorism. If they keep this 2-0 lead going to the Giuseppe Meazza, low-key for me, even though I had Barca going as favorites, for me it flips. For me it flips. For me it flips.
I think the goal would get disallowed for dangerous play.
100%.
Wow. Dang.
Then he goes towards Martinez. I mean, they've not been in the penalty area very often, Inter Milan, but when they get in there, they're causing Barcelona all kinds of difficulties. I mean, the fans around 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑏 already are gesticulating and having their say.
Wow.
Shell shock, Darren. Shell
They're
shock.
shell shocked. They're shook. They're shook. Rightfully so, though. I'd be shook too. I'd be shook too.
2-0 down.
That's a commanding header by 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑏. Barcelona have got it now with Pedro, flashes one out there.
What was that touch by Rafinha? Holy smokes.
In this team, even from a situation like this, players
Lamine.
turn this game on its head. And that's Jamal's ball in, and that's Sommer beating Dani Olmo to it.
Dang. This is my most successful hate watch ever. I'm a Real Madrid fan. Well, it's working. It's working.
Between two of the most successful of the European clubs, Barcelona have only lost one of the last 7. First meeting in a knockout.
Dang. Whoo. C'est chaud, les gars. C'est chaud.
Sprinklers on Mourinho at the Camp Nou after the game when he was celebrating. It's Inter Milan right now with a big advantage. Frenkie de Jong.
We love the puck the bus as long as it's to knock out Barca. I mean, at this point, yeah, you go and you have a 2-0 cushion. Of course, you're gonna set back.
Kept the ball, now he sets off.
Roll.
Oh, that's brilliant! That is brilliant!
Lamine Yamal, what a goal! What a goal from Lamine Yamal, bro. The hair looking disgusting, but what a finish! Nah, the script writers are cooking. What a goal, Lasso, man. He just slalomed his way through that.
With a mesmerising goal, dropping his shoulder and gliding through, and a finish that also
What a goal, Lasso, man. What a goal. What a goal. This is, Bryce, this is Messi-esque. This is Messi-esque. This is Messi-esque. What a goal, man. Holy smokes.
Genius. What a treat this is.
This is Messi-esque. What a goal, Lasso, man. What a goal. Shucks, man. Okay, dang, this game is interesting. I'm a neutral in this. Oh, this is great. This is great.
That little cameo from Yamal has absolutely.
Wow. Well, now this game, it's on now. It's on now.
It's amazing.
Holy. Now Lamine Yamal, what a golazo, man.
He's shown so many different ways in which he's trying to beat people. He's not.
Jeez, man.
Absolutely. Outside, inside.
Nah, they just need to foul him, do something there. You can't let him go slalom his way like that.
Game in a Barcelona shirt. He's only 17. He's got the world at his feet.
Outrageous.
And that's another one of those teenage kicks that gets it done for Barcelona.
No, it was magic. Absolutely magic. I like that teenage kicks line as well. I enjoyed that one.
𝙀𝙼𝘋𝙀𝘼𝙀𝘍. Are you guys forgetting that goal against Aston Villa? You guys, posez-vous quand même.
You know what? People were talking about the format this year. I think it's been unbelievable. I've absolutely loved it. I've loved it. And this knockout stage gets better and better every year.
Here's the man of the moment anyway. Lamine Yamal.
Bro, you need to double mark him.
Absolutely.
Oh my. Bro. Somebody needs to just cut his legs off. What is this? They need, no. If you're Inter, you need to just get it, foul him. Do something there. Nah, he sent DiMarco back to Milan.
And it's a save.
It's a good, what a save. What a save. What a save.
He is taking liberties on the biggest.
Punaise, Lamine Yamal. Listen, I know you were good, but wesh, c'est fort, hein, c'est fort.
Oh, I actually felt sorry for DiMarco there.
Nah, he got sent, man. He got sent.
What a player he is. And all of a sudden he's found an extra gear. He's gone up a notch.
Oh.
So Barcelona won, Inter Milan.
Wow.
3 goals have been fantastic. Brilliant.
Absolutely. What a game, man. What a game.
Well, the atmosphere in here is absolutely electric now. The goal he's got, by the way, is their 38th in the Champions League this season, which is a quite astonishing number, more than any other club. They're only 7 from equaling their own record of 45 set in 2000. And they've also scored in 52 of the 54 matches in all competitions, and you feel like they've got a taste for it now. Here's Rafinha.
That's
a good tackle.
Well done by Dumfries. Foul.
And a rather reckless challenge from behind by the Brazilian.
It's quite amazing, you know, every single positive play, every single look they get to open the opposition up, Barcelona, they look to the youngest man in their team. It's unreal, really, isn't it?
Dang, wow. What a goal.
I mean, you can kind of count on one hand the teenagers who have done it that way. This is the Dumfries goal, Ali. That's a great finish in itself.
It's a fantastic fit. I mean, every single goal in this game has been just brilliant.
It really is. We were treated to 3 quality, absolute quality goals. And something tells me we're not finished.
That's a foul.
Martinez. Let me just tell you that tomorrow night we've got the semi-final first legs in the Europa League and the Conference League. Athletic Club against Manchester United, TNT Sports 1 at 7. Spurs Bodo Glimt, same time on TNT Sports 2. They're the Europa League matches. Chelsea against Djurgårdens, TNT 4 at 7 o'clock, and Real Betis against Fiorentina is on Discovery Plus from 7:45, and they're all available on Discovery Plus as well as the TNT Sports channels that I've mentioned there. This is Dani Olmo. I'm not sure two's enough, you know, for 𝙀𝙾𝘼𝘾𝘼𝘖. It might need to be 𝙀𝙪𝙨𝑉𝘾𝑝𝑒𝑒𝑟𝑖𝑛 and somebody else, Ali.
I know.
Olmo? Oh, he has to do better there with the shot. He has to do better there with the shot. But wow, this game is just going everywhere, man. Barca can score. But the thing is, though, too, with my issue, the downside is that they can, at any moment, they can also concede. That's the problem.
They can't open up.
Frankie de Jong didn't buy the dummy. Here's Koundé.
Yeah, they need. Yeah.
This time Bastoni's got him. Slides it.
Oh my goodness! Another great ball from Yamal.
Rafinha coming in there, Barca.
What a ball again! What a ball again!
Yeah, they need to just foul him. Like, you need to do something there to just get him out of the game, throw him off his game, because he is just making them look like fools. Honestly, it is grown men with children. Lamine, they have wives at home. Have mercy.
Martin.
Oh, wow.
Intercepted in there by 𝙀𝙪𝙨𝘾𝘼𝑔𝙀𝘼. Now Barella. That's casually done by 𝙬𝙧𝙬𝘼𝑔𝙬𝘼 over there.
Park the whole of Italy. I don't know if you can at this point, but because Inter just can't keep the ball anymore now.
Pedri now on the glide. Lifted in by Olmo, and that's the goalkeepers. I tell you what's fascinating, every time a Barcelona midfielder gets the ball, his first look always is to Yamal on the right. Absolutely.
I mean, he's working, he's feeling himself right now, so why not?
After what you've seen in the first few minutes,
What a delivery that is. What a delivery with his right foot. And it's one of these ones, Jan Sommer's got to come out, he's got to get a hand on it. And once he does, it's in the laps of the gods. It really is, it can go anywhere.
He's playing his 100th game, I've mentioned that. He's been involved in 49 in those 100 games. So he's doing something, 1 in 2. He's scored 22 times for them, and he's got 27 assists. And if he carries on passing the ball like he is tonight, he's going to have to, certainly the assist tally, you wouldn't put it past to get another goal, would you, either?
Fantastic.
I did genuinely think either one of you or both of you were going down there when the goal went in. Here's Rafinha, couldn't quite corral it. Nice use of the chest by Cherry.
Well done by Barella. Oh! He couldn't get the ball away. That's unfortunate.
I think he was thinking of hitting it, you know. He had a look at the goalkeeper, and Chesney was maybe 20-25 yards.
I mean, be cooking. I mean, need to double team him. Yeah, Inzaghi's saying you two come. Nah, you need to just one chance, clamp him, take a yellow, just throw him off his game a bit. Cause nah, the way he sat down DiMarco, that is embarrassing, man. Here we go again. Another ball in, dangerous ball in as well.
Fantastic pass again.
he's putting on a clinic here, seriously.
What a performance, honestly.
He's playing and with that presence, he's getting on the end of 2 or 3 of them.
I feel like when he gets the ball, a spotlight should go on it, just so everybody knows he's got it.
I think DiMarco's just asked him if he fancies quartering out over the other wing.
I think they're well aware that he's on the pitch. Tell you.
I mean, all this despite, you still have to remember, guys, Barca are still losing the game, so Inter, well, obviously the game's not over, but Inter, yes, it's unfortunate they conceded, but still in there.
And then 𝙀𝙾𝘼𝘾𝘼𝘾 lit up the stadium with a quite outstanding individual goal. Now they've been pulled up for a foul throw.
Foul throw.
Yeah, I reckon he was walking forward with the referee.
I'll tell you one thing, guys, to go 2-0 down in a game of this magnitude and show the character and the will to get back in it so quickly as they have, credit to them.
There goes Yamal again. The goalkeeper did just about enough. Barella towards 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑝𝑒𝑒𝑟𝑖𝑛.
I'm gonna be. I want to see the XG in this half.
An individual like this in my life, it's absolutely superb.
Do you know what? There was a great quote from him this morning in the Spanish press, and people were asking him in the press conference because he did the media this week, 17 before a Champions League semi-final. He's okay to do the media. And they asked him about playing on a stage like this. He said, I haven't felt any fear since I was a little kid playing in the park in Mataró. And he plays like that, no fear whatsoever. Exudes confidence. Here's Ferran Torres. 𝙀𝙀𝘖𝘋.
Yamal again.
Everybody back here.
Bro, this is some terror. This is some disgusting park the bus from. Well done by the keeper.
𝙋𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾, and he wants to get it out to 𝙬𝙧.
Long ball to no one. They need to take care of the ball more though, Inter. You can't just be giving it right back to Barca like that. Wow.
𝙀𝙀𝘖𝘾𝘼's pass towards 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾. Defended in there for Inter by Bastoni. There's 𝙬𝙊𝘾𝘾𝘼. Out it goes to Dimarco. Henrik Mkhitaryan.
Yeah, they just need to keep the ball for a bit. It's worked. Ferran. Well done. Oh, but chance here. Dani Olmo. Good save.
And the pressure from Barcelona is now excessive.
It is stifling pressure here. Yeah, le coup de pression.
Not involved either.
Excellent touch initially from Ferran Torres.
Very well done there by Lamine Yamal again.
He's the one who starts it with a tackle, counter press from Lamine Yamal, and they get the shot off. Great save.
Lamine Yamal is putting on a clinic. I know PSG he is fuming, quaking in his boots. The dogma agenda is not working.
Inter with the lead. Rafinha's corner.
Barca's XG is only 3.6. You're saying only as though that's low. That is, I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
By Gerard Martin. Here's Dimarco. It's defended by 𝙀𝙀𝘖𝘋.
An XG of 3.6 is crazy.
Position right, the line's so high that Barca play. You can punish them.
I mean 0.3. Okay, that's more reasonable. 3.6 is crazy. 3.6 is like a keeper's putting on a clinic.
Pedri. Headed down by
Chance, that has to be 1-1. Yep, there we go. It's warranted. And we're back. All is even. You gotta say it's completely warranted. Completely warranted. Dang, what a half. What a half. What is the XG? Inter have the higher XG, 0.46 to 0.37. Although this goal's probably changed it. But wow, what a play from Barca there though. Now the script is writing 100%. Is he on? Yeah, he's onside. Oh, Cherby probably has to track that run a bit better. Brilliant ball from Pedri there. Brilliant header from Rafinha. And it's a great finish. Honestly, I have to go and say, based on everything that's happening, completely warranted. 100% warranted. The thing is, though, now Barca can turn up here. If you're Inter, I mean, from 2-0 to 2-2, you need to hope for, you want to get to halftime. You need to get to halftime. Get to halftime without conceding a goal. And if you're Barca, you need to go and score a goal before halftime to really keep this momentum up in your favor.
So 2-2. And we've still got 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. That's 19 goals now this season for Ferran Torres. I mean, they've got goals everywhere.
I need to tell you again about the movement, guys, from Torres. Cherby thinks the header is going to his left-hand side, and at the last split second, Torres goes the other side.
Yeah, it's a good header. Good ball movement from Ferran Torres there.
This is a quite astonishing football match.
What a game.
To tell you how he's applauding.
Oh, I'm applauding. It's magic.
Astonishing stuff.
I feel blessed to be here, guys. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, one of those nights that you kind of look back and say, remember that night we saw Barcelona do that? So 2-2. It's a massive test of character now for Inter Milan from where they were to where they are. And one thing we can guarantee, the chances will continue to come.
Yeah.
Bro, they just need to get a stamp on the ball here.
Yamal's just invited the crowd to make a little bit more noise. Koundé's gone down though. That's a concern for Barcelona.
Gone down. Is he injured? There's no contact there. Probably fatigue.
He's on the bench.
So Koundé's gonna have to come off.
He's out. Now they've got Koundé down.
It's a brilliant ball from Pedri. And it's a fantastic laid-off header from Rafinha, who, not gonna lie, has been quiet until then.
It's just a textbook goal. A diagonal ball, a header that's won back across the face, and the movement does for a change.
Dang.
I've got to say, the movement's fabulous.
We've got some more football to tell you about. Saturday, Premier League, Aston Villa against Fulham. Villa can't really drop any more points if they want to qualify for the Champions League. 11 o'clock, TNT Sports 1. And the Serie A game, you'll see Inter Milan again. The game.
Barca will lose. We'll see. We'll see.
Verona. It's on Saturday from 7:30, and the title race.
What a game is Inter playing crap. WTF. I mean, they started off well, got 2 goals, but then ever since then, they've just not been able to. I think it's just more so been Barca have just been so good. In fairness, there's also been points there where Inter just not defending well.
This is a goal. And off the post, doesn't it? Oh, I mean, it's unsavable.
I would make and echo the point that you made when you were talking to Ali and Laura prior to the kickoff. That when you walk around this city now, he is everywhere. Lamine Yamal is everywhere. You go into the club shop, the shirt you've got to get printed is his because there aren't any hanging up. You can get anybody else. You can't get him. He's everywhere in this city.
If I'd walked out of that shop, if I'd come home and flown home from Barcelona tomorrow, and my 4-year-old son didn't receive a Lamine Yamal basket, I think he'd 2-foot me on the way in.
I'm getting one for myself, never mind my 4-year-old son.
Oh, the Yamal Glaze is crazy. Yamal Glaze is crazy.
The race is on.
So 2-2, and I can't recall too many.
Eric Garcia's coming on.
Goals, all 4 goals has been as high as they are in different ways. And here's the change: Eric Garcia on for Koundé, the former Manchester City player.
Why does it look like Inter don't even want to play? It's just that they can't. They're being stifled by Barca's pressure. Simple as that. They can't handle the pressure.
Defensive injury for Barcelona. Only Pau Kubasi is what you consider to be a genuine starter. Here's Rafinha with the shot. That's deflected behind for the corner. I think they can score any kind of goal here, Ali.
It's just a joy to watch. It really is. I mean, if you're facing them, they're coming at you from, as you see, all angles, everywhere.
Short corner this time, Rafinha to Yamal. The block made there by 𝙀𝙀𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙀. Here's Pedri. As we move into the final 2.5 minutes of this pulsating first half, he just shrugs him aside. They're in again. It's back towards Yamal, but he's dispossessed him there by Mkhitaryan.
Counter.
He was actually fouled there, I felt, pulled back a little bit. Yeah, you're right. There's a physicality to him as well. Here's that high line.
And even the balls now, they just can't cope. They can't cope right now.
Just looks a pretty straightforward swap. Garcia for Koundé, doesn't it?
You know, normally young players who have got huge reputations, they build them very, very quickly in great moments. He's consistently producing moments throughout the game. He's not flashing in and out.
Well, there's a problem here for Lautaro Martinez, and the way he's reacted right now would indicate that he's not going to be able to carry on. He looks emotional over there, doesn't he?
What's going on with him?
So this could be a huge blow. Not just for tonight, but in the context of the tie and the title race in Italy.
Absolutely.
Not anything seriously wrong with him.
The coach and Zagadou are upset about something. I'm not sure what it is or what it was.
What's the problem here?
For now, because they've not got a substitute ready. I presume that's why he's...
What was the problem?
Does he pull something here?
There doesn't seem to be anything there.
Might be totally wrong.
Yeah. Well, the obvious, if they're going to go for a forward player, 𝙂𝙂𝙾𝙖𝙗𝙗 is on the bench. Well, he's back on, but he's hardly moving well, is he? Probably what they
I mean, we'll see.
It can't be a hamstring, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
𝙬𝙼𝘾𝑗𝑼 maybe coming on. Another forward like for like.
I mean, he seems to be moving. Maybe it's just some deception. I don't know what. I just don't know what I've just witnessed there.
Here's 𝙬𝙤𝘾𝘼𝘆 in towards Rafinha.
Some disgusting Italian tactics, man. Scummy stuff, if that's the case.
Here's Pedri.
For the diagonal.
Now 𝙎𝙾𝘾. What about that for a touch?
Go, don't. Bro, go up. Yo, I don't know. I'm getting pissed off for Inter. You need to just show him stop doing this nonsense.
His mates on a Wednesday.
2 minutes of additional time.
2 minutes of added time.
I'd happily just let this carry on and on and on. He shrugs Dimarco aside. 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝑗𝑼𝑚 with the challenge though.
Yeah, they just can't get the ball here.
For Garcia.
Nothing. Yeah, I don't think that's a foul.
There, was it? 𝙎𝙾𝘾.
70% possession for Barca. No, that's a foul. That's a foul.
He's maybe a wee bit fortunate to get a free kick here. I don't think he stands on him, does he? He slips, he definitely slips.
Oh, never mind. He slips. He slips. That's not a foul. I don't mind.
Well, we think the 15 minutes coming up is going to be big for Dimarco, just to regather his thoughts. He must feel like he's been in a threshing machine for 45 minutes against 𝙎𝙾𝘾.
You need an ice pack for his entire body.
They need the break. They need the break.
Garcia. Inigo Martinez, 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝑗𝑼𝑚. 13 attempts, 7 of them on target. Really has been a wonderful display of attacking football.
Switch.
In this first half. And there is the half-time.
That's a couple seconds early.
With everybody else, that's exactly what Ali's doing. There's the star of the show. Hansi Flick wanted a little bit more time. His team were behind after 30 seconds.
Dang.
This never goal in the Champions League semi-final. 2-0.
What a first half, though. What a first half. I don't even know what to say. As a neutral, guys, 9 out of 10 first half. Dare I say potentially 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for, like, you think everything's happening. You've had goals. You've had brilliant goals. 2-0 leads. remontadas. Just everything in this half. Wow. Goodness me. Whew. Guys, what are we saying? What are we saying? What are we saying? Dang, I still can't believe that first half, man. Whew. Chat, what are we ranking that first half then? Out of 10? Out of 10? Five out of 10. What are you, a Madrid supporter or something? 9. For me, this is 10 easy. 8. I think it's 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 as a neutral for me. If you're a Barca or Inter fan, maybe less so. But yeah, what a performance though. As an Inter fan, like a 7. Fine. If there's a Barca fan in the chat, I'd be curious to know what you guys would say this first half was out of for you guys. So yeah. But six, maybe 10 pure cinema, absolute cinema. 6, 9 out of 10. We can do better. Is this Madrid? Who I mean, Barca. Which one? I'm a Barca fan, and 6 or 5. Interesting. Yeah, if I'm a Barca fan, I'm saying 6. I think if you're an Inter Barca fan, maybe 6, because yes, of course you've been able to score, but then also likewise you've also conceded. So yeah, there's those two aspects that have to come into play. So yeah, they're really good on the counter, defend as a unit, and they're very dangerous. Who are you talking about? Is it Barca? Because I'm assuming this is Inter. 8 out of 10. Inter, okay, yeah. 7 out of 10. I mean, the one thing from Barca's perspective, though, is that they do look vulnerable defensively. But from I guess the Barca mentality, and I think it's probably emblematic of Barca's mentality the entire season, is the best defense is attack. If you're attacking, you can't be defending. So have more of the ball, dominate them, suffocate them, and if you have the ball, you don't need to defend, which works when you're going and you're scoring, and if Barca are able to do so. But likewise too, in a football game, it's very hard to dominate from the first minute to the 90th minute, as they saw in those first couple minutes. And if the other team has moments of genius and brilliance, you can go down. So yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised if we go, and even though Barca is going to continue on in the stellar pace, that Inter go and score another goal. They're still very much still in it, but we'll see. We will see. But yeah, let's have a look at the stats though. So in this first half, 72% possession for Barca, 1.09 xG to Inter 0.46. Most of that xG though came from that Ferran tap in. 10 shots to 3, 4 shots on targets to 2. Both have 1 big chance created. What is their big chance that was created? I'm assuming that the Dumfries goal as well as the Ferran goal, because big chances misses 0. So yeah. Accurate passes, Barca 74%. That is crazy. 74% pass accuracy. Dang. Fouls committed 3 to 6. Corners. Interesting. Barcelona's offside trap, is it good? I mean, it seems to be working. I mean, the goal they scored, I have to see it again, but I don't recall it being from like some defensive error or a lapse from Inter. Like, I mean, from Barca's like high line, it was just poor defensive play from Barca, like a poor clearance from Koundé, and you also have Inigo slipping. But yeah, I think Yamal has to be so far. Only an 8.2. Interesting. I mean, that's the high. Oh no, Dumfries is higher. So here's Fault Mob's ratings thus far. Yamal's had an 8.2, but it should be higher compared to Dumfries's 8.6. I mean, he's gotten goal and assist, which fair enough. I want to see successful dribbles because I feel like he's gotten so many. Shots on target 1. Only 2. All right. I mean, I was saying 2 as though that's bad. It's already completed 2 dribbles, which I think he averages something like 5 dribbles a game, which is really good. So this is pretty good. Accurate crosses 1 out of 8. Dispossessed ones. Yeah. But what a performance from Yamal. For me, clearly the man of the match thus far. This shot here, ridiculous. Hits the bar. It reminded me of the Dembele. If you guys remember the Dembele shot that he had against Manchester City, where he smashes the bar. That's what it reminds me of. But yeah, like there's the thing is that with this, like on the one hand, if I'm looking at it from the PSG perspective, in one sense, I'm like very impressed with Barca, and I'm like, okay, crap, they can cause them issues going forward. But then again, too, I'm also thinking like going at the back, I'm thinking like this high line, yes, of course, it's not been, you know, disastrous. They are so very, very vulnerable defensively. And again, it just reminds me a lot of when I go back and I look at the game, especially against who was it against? When they played against Madrid in the Copa del Rey final, Barca dominated that first half. Barca, I thought like we were going to go and see potentially another 3-4-0 drubbing, and then Madrid got back into the game. So they're a very like up and down team, I feel, in games. So we'll see. That's a brilliant ball from Pedri. Dang. Could a tiki-taka break up the Barcelona high pressure? I mean, PSG are very press resistant in terms of possession, keeping the ball. I probably put them ahead of Barca, in fairness. But what was I saying again? Dang, I've lost my train of thought here. Oh yeah, tiki-taka versus the Barca high press. I think, well, the thing is, have Barca played? I don't think Barca have played a team like PSG that will just keep the ball and knock it around you for the entire time. Real Madrid don't play like that. Maybe, like, what's the best team in the Liga that can just go and keep the ball and, like, just pass it around like that? So that's why it's different. But likewise, too, from PSG's perspective, I don't think they faced a team with the attacking prowess and dynamite of a Barcelona. So that's why it would be an interesting matchup if it is to be PSG and Barca. So we'll see. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get something. Quickly make me something to eat. Hold on, let me see how much time I've got though. All right, I want to go quickly make something to eat. 5 minutes. So, I'll go put on the intermission stream, but don't go anywhere. I'll be back soon. right, we're back. Second half of about to go underway. Ronaldo 𝙀𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙀 is about to come on here. Whew. All right, here they come.
That's two defensive changes made tonight.
Here we go. 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙀 coming on for Lautaro Martinez as well here.
International 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙀, as predicted by Rio just before the break. So both coaches here making half-time changes, Ali. And they've really changed that defensive lineup, haven't they? Barcelona now with Garcia for the injured Koundé and then Araujo for the other fullback.
No, you're absolutely spot on. I mean, they've not, as much as we've enjoyed the...
Chad, what do you guys reckon for the second half? Do you think you're going to get more of the same? Or no?
Defensive department on their side. But
all right, let's go here.
I would hazard a guess that Hansi Flick would rather have a problem defensively than an attack, because his forward line has been absolutely remarkable.
So Inigo Martinez is going to play as the left back, and Araujo, who's taken the captain's armband from
Handball.
de Jong, is alongside 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙀 Kubasi in the centre. So that's the way it's changed things from a Barcelona perspective.
What are you watching it on? I'm watching on Discovery Plus, so TNT.
Start to the second half that they made in the first, Ali.
Yeah, that was a remarkable start to the game, wasn't it? Brilliant goal. Straightforward free kick there. His first involvement. Checking off there from
Good luck to PSG, by the way. Thank you, thank you.
Well, overall this season now, Barcelona scored 157 goals in all competitions. It takes you back to the Guardiola team, doesn't it? Of Messi, Neymar and Suarez. They've been quite remarkable as an attacking team. 100
Guardiola team
to this point.
Buddy, get your facts straight.
So free kick here for Inter Milan, which is lifted in towards Thuram, and there's the goalkeeper, Wojciech Szczęsny.
In my fantasy, I have Martinez and Bastoni, but on one point, I should have put in Dumfries and Thuram. I just don't play fantasy. I mean, it's too much uptake,
This is de Jong. And now Lamine Yamal. He's got Eric Garcia behind him now. Kubasi towards Rafinha, Ferran Torres, and now Martinez.
De Jong.
Yamal lifts one in audaciously, and 𝙎𝙬𝘾 can see it behind.
It's crazy, that man's dominated the first half. We've spoken about the likes of Pedri, who arguably they say in the league has been the best player this year. We've got some fantastic midfielders on show today. De Jong, Barella.
Well, if you think about it, really, you've got four midfielders there in Barella, 𝙬𝙾, de Jong and Gavi, who are the best midfield player for their respective national team. Ferran Torres leaves it, and it goes now towards Rafinha. That might be the first pass he's missed for a while. Yamal.
Get him off, sub him.
We can allow him.
Foul.
DeMarco's used his experience there to get his side the free kick. What do you think Inzaghi would have said at half-time? Because in the grand scheme of things, you know, they're still level, despite the fact that Barcelona have played like they have. Any kind of if they can get to full time at 2-2, I mean, they're going to be absolutely delighted, regardless of what Barca are doing. Do you think that would have been the tone of it?
Yeah. Oh, he's got to be positive. Absolutely, he's got to be positive. The negative is you're 2-0 up. That's the problem. If it goes the other way, if they were down, they go back to 2, he's absolutely ecstatic. So the fact of the matter is, he will be pleased that the game is level at half-time, because he would have hoped for that prior to the kick-off.
This is the problem, though. Again, this is a chance. If they can find... Oh my goodness, DiMarco! But you see, this is what I mean. Barca, every single time, attack, it looks dangerous. They are, like, I'm sorry to say, they are just...
I'm not sure. I've got to be honest here. I don't think
he's onside.
I agree. I'll tell you one thing he would have said.
It's not a great ball from 𝙃𝘃, in fairness there. He needs to put it in front.
The ball goes into that box.
But it looks dangerous. They are not good defensively whatsoever.
There's Barella and now Dumfries. 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝙖𝙞𝙬 challenge came in from Garcia, then Araujo. Heavy touch on that side by Yamal. Here's DiMarco.
See, the problem Inter Milan have got when they attack, guys, if DiMarco goes up the pitch, which he wants to do, he leaves Bastoni, because Yamal's not going back with DiMarco, right? And he's leaving Bastoni in that left-back position, which clearly isn't ideal.
Again, tactically, I love that. I love that Barca was saying, Hansi Flick said, listen, you can cheat, you're my star man. Let's ask them the question. Will you take that risk and leave me?
Here's Nicolo Barella. Defended over there by Pau Cubarsí. One teenager to another, 𝙾𝙾𝘼𝑗𝑚𝑎𝑙, but he's given that away.
Bad pass.
He started sloppy this half, 𝙾𝙾𝘼𝑗𝑚𝑎𝑙. He's given away 3 balls already. I think he'll be all right.
You're not suggesting anything there, right?
𝙀𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑚𝑎𝑙 booming all across the pitch here to Denzel Dumfries.
Again, he's
come a long way and he's got to get there.
Yeah, he has to. I mean, he's offside there, in fairness.
Offside flag is raised.
I mean, listen, I remember I spoke to this about Robbie Lou, and he said that, like, the high line is the high line, but I don't know, man. I don't know. You leave yourself, like, you're asking for prayers basically every single time. If I concede a goal like that where I play the guy on side and they score, I am fuming.
This is the elegant Pedri. Picking out 𝙾𝙾𝘼𝑗𝑚𝑎𝑙. Mkhitaryan dutifully gets back to support DiMarco. Eric Garcia.
There's Lamine again.
De Jong. Rafinha. Now Martinez. Henrik Mkhitaryan with the clearance. Thuram then moved aside by Pau Cubarsí. Frenkie de Jong. Finds himself a bit of space and then picks out Inigo Martinez. Pedri.
Decent ball in. Well cleared.
Cleared away as far as Dani Olmo. They're appealing for a free kick, which they're not going to get. Play on, says the French referee.
Is he giving you the advantage?
It must feel like being suffocated the way when Barcelona play. They're like this. They play so high, so aggressive, pen you back, and then as soon as they lose the ball, they're straight on you. Bit reminiscent of the Barca team under Guardiola in that respect.
This is Ronald Araujo, who was sent off in the quarter-final here against Paris Saint-Germain last season. Had a massive impact on the game that night. PSG going through. 𝙀𝙾𝘼𝘋𝘼. Good tackle over there by Alessandro Bastoni. Ďuňa running into Mediterranean, but the referee blows the whistle.
Foul.
Gave him a little tug, didn't he?
I mean, it's been a lot more fair again.
The defender 𝙀𝙪𝙨𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙗. In the meantime, here's
𝙀𝙾𝘼𝘋𝘼𝘼.
Bastoni in the box and sliding it in. 𝙬𝙖𝘾𝘼 with the clearance. There's a
Bad shot.
that came in from 𝙬𝙖𝘾. And here comes the change.
Who's coming off?
DiMarco.
DiMarco, yeah, he needs to come off.
He might be feeling a combination, Ali, of disappointment and relief. DiMarco.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's up against. I've got to say, he's handled it in a sporting manner as well, because
Junior 2018 France or 1998 France.
A couple of times, if not applauding.
I mean, I wasn't alive in 1998, so I can't really tell you much.
About this, about in 10, 15 years, or however long it takes to be to have grandchildren, he'll be telling them about that first 45 minutes.
So it's a Brazilian international sent on, 𝙀𝙪𝙾𝘼𝘋𝘼, who they signed after a loan from Monza, and he's gone straight out there to the side where DiMarco was playing.
Looks pretty much a straightforward swap.
Oh my! I mean, well done there by 𝙬𝙖𝘾 again.
He obviously does that. He knows he's played in front, behind that back four long enough that they do play with a high line, so he's got to be on his toes for the through ball. That's 2 or 3 times we've seen him come off his line. 𝙬𝙖𝘾.
Marc-Andre ter Stegen not in the Champions League squad, so he's not involved tonight. He was on the bench for the final at the weekend, but it's 𝙬𝙖𝘾 in this competition. Bissek's flick, Mkhitaryan. Here's Carlos Augusto's first involvement down that side, up against Eric Garcia, and now Bastoni.
Offside. I think he's offside. Yep, well done. It's pretty easy offside.
How quickly they move out. I mean, if you watch that, as soon as the ball goes back, it gets played by the substitute back to Bastoni, and look at them pressing him. Look at them high up.
Yeah, they're all offside
if you
there.
don't come out with them, what you've got to do, then you're going to be offside.
You only get that from hard work.
Hey, Junior, how's the game been? It's been, I mean, good. Your pal there, 𝙀𝙾𝘼𝘋𝘼𝘋. That first half was absolutely terrorizing that Inter back line. Speaking of the devil, here he's on the ball again.
Plays it on here to Dani Olmo and then gets it back.
𝙀𝙾.
Down on goal.
Tried to do the same thing.
It's not quite been so impactful as he in the opening 11 or 12 minutes as he was. They're just, as a team, just taking a little bit more time to get going here, Barca.
I don't think Inzaghi and Inter Milan will be too disappointed the way the second half started, to be quite frankly.
I mean, if this game is tied, I'm not sure. Perhaps I might say that.
Take this thing out of it. Quieten the crowd.
I think it tightens things up.
And Dani almost won it back. That aggression out of possession from Barcelona. Here's Pedri. Rafinha.
I mean, Rafinha's been quiet.
Martinez will forward down this side. Here's Pedri, his nearest supporter. Now Frenkie de Jong. 𝙀𝙾𝘼𝘋𝘼𝘋. It's cleared away by the Inter captain now, Barella. De Jong then moves it on. There's Pau Kubasi. And now Inigo Martinez.
Foul. That's a yellow. That's a yellow.
We're going to get the first card tonight.
Yep, that's a yellow.
The Inter Milan midfielder receives it.
Pedri's starting to have a bit of impact on the game, and he's starting to dictate things. It's all going
Yeah,
through
that's
him.
a foul.
Manipulator of the ball.
First thing he's going down, he's saying card.
Looking, scanning. Beautiful player.
say Varela wasn't happy there when he went to close down. There was nobody with him. He had a few words with Marcus Thuram, didn't he?
There's never a thought in anybody's mind, really, to go back to the goalkeeper unless they absolutely have to like that. They're always looking for the forward pass, aren't they? Barcelona. Kubasi plays it in here to Rafinha. And it goes now to Ferran Torres. And then there's a bit of space out wide for Dani.
Okay. Chance here from all right, Lamine. Pedri. Oof. It's a good attempt.
Towards Dani Olmo, who's chasing things in there, and Sommer hacks it away. Desperate defense.
Junior, will Barca go through? That's what I have going through. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go and say that first half has it confirmed or like has it increased my belief or decrease. I think it has kept it where I thought it would be. Like I knew that Inter could cause positive. More so, it's not that. I mean, I think Inter, a good side and whatnot, but it's more so just I think that Barca have they've got their deficiencies.
Regardless, the one thing they're all very, very comfortable doing, Fletch is taking the ball under pressure. You see a free kick there. I think the show is climbing over the top of them, but getting back to the Barca players. And it seems like a very kind of simple thing to say, but they always give you the pass the right side, so the body is between the opposition player and the ball. As I say, it sounds a very basic thing to say, but sometimes it's easier said than done, but they just take the ball under pressure.
Well, that's Lilian Thuram, whose son Marcus scored that brilliant goal after 30 seconds.
Handball?
It's a handball.
Why didn't he keep playing? Why did he not keep playing, though?
Are claiming it. So is Barella, who's adamant, but nothing doing.
I thought that was handball.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
It did look interesting, but why did he just stop playing though? That's my question. Like the ball wasn't still dead. Like let the action finish and then go and complain.
Formidable defender. Great player.
12 shots for Barca, 6 shots on target, 4 shots for Inter, only 2 on target, but 2 goals. So def clinicality from Inter.
Change of direction from Torres, but couldn't navigate his way through,
and this is where they can hurt him. This is where they can really hurt them. Dumfries! Oh my!
That deflection could have gone anywhere.
You saying handball again? I don't think so.
Intervention there from the Barcelona substitute.
That's what I mean. Like Barca just going the counters like this.
I think he stepped out at the wrong time. It's definitely not a handball.
No, definitely not a handball. No.
He stepped out and gave himself a little bit of
problem.
That's
what they were appealing for.
That was a handball, yes.
The point was made at half time. They've got such an advantage in situations like this, Inter Milan.
Yeah, you asked what would Inzaghi have been saying to his team? I think cross it. In open
corner, yeah. I don't think Inter have had many corners. Can they score again from a corner here, though? They need a good delivery from 𝙀𝙀. In fairness, he's a great dead ball specialist. So another good ball in here, and it could be trouble for Barca. Especially, think they're not the tallest team either. Similar to PSG, they struggle from set plays. All right, let's see what Inter can do here.
Centre backs in there. Augusto's a bit taller as well than DiMarco, so they've added height. 𝙬𝙬 is also.
What's going on here?
Bigger, if anything, since the substitutions.
True.
Inter Milan.
Who are you going for in this game? I'm not really rooting for anybody necessarily. Yeah, either. I mean, on the one hand, like if I was in a PSG supporter, I've said it previously, I probably would have been a Barca supporter. But if Inter go through, it means Barca can't do the treble, and I'm not necessarily against that either. Ball in here. And there we go. Denzel Dumfries. This is what I told you. This is what I said. They can hurt them. Every single time they have a set play. This is what I mean. This is Barca. Barca have probably the highest peaks, probably the lowest lows of all the teams in the semifinal. Bro, they look more vulnerable than PSG on set plays, and I can't believe I'm saying that. That's crazy. Wow.
Domination that they had, and it's just a simple delivery into the box.
That's a poor goal to concede.
Defender, I think it does.
Is it a known goal?
Come off Dani Olmo and goes above the goalkeeper, but Rio surely from a defensive point of view that has to be handled better.
You've got to go and attack the ball. You've got to go and get the first contact.
Denzel, I know, I think it comes off Denzel Dumfries.
First contact.
What a performance though from Denzel Dumfries. 2 goals and an assist. Wow.
We've got to move people physically, if you know that.
Denzel Dumfries baller here.
In terms of height.
Wow. Okay. You see, this is what I mean. That's what I said. I said it in the second half. Like, yes, Barca, when they go attack, they look like they're gonna score at any moment. But likewise, every time Inter go the other way, not necessarily because Inter is like stellar or like on the counter. It's just Barca defensively are just not it.
And for all of Barcelona's football prior to half-time, it's the Italian champions who are back ahead again.
Yeah, you've got to say it looks a very wise decision, giving him the nod before Darmian, isn't it, at this moment in time?
And now he's just got there ahead of Rafinha to concede the corner.
Dang, wow.
What a fascinating Champions League.
Wow.
Well, there's a bit of a commotion right in front of our
Collab with Ali or DSK now. Maybe sometime in the future.
Back here to 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙬.
Rafinha. Oh my goodness, what is that? What a strike! What a game! Holy smokes, what a goal! What the heck? He scored a worldie! Oh, guys. Barcelona is just pure entertainment in everywhere. You had that last game, that Copa del Rey final. What the heck? Dummy by Lamine Yamal smacks it. Oh my goodness, what a strike. Oh, the keeper's. It's going to be an own goal. What a strike, though.
If you're not going to, you've dominated effectively in the area.
Wow. You got to see. A minute and 53 seconds.
To hit a moving ball coming at you like that. Running onto it, the technique.
Wow.
I mean, it's a wonderful.
I don't know what, guys. I don't know how this game is going to end. 6 goals. But the thing is, though, either team looks like they can concede a goal. From my point of view, from the PSG's perspective, I'm thinking if we can be good defensively, we can, like, wow.
They're going to send on 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾. And everybody now who are complaining about the Inter Milan fans in front of us are now jumping up and down and waving their scarves. So I'm pleased to say that little incident's been resolved. 3-3, Ali, what a game.
What a game. Hold on. This is the Champions League. Holy smokes. So Barca once again. Rafinha. You hear Rafinha Ballon d'Or. You hear Rafinha, I hear Ballon d'Or. In fairness, he hasn't had a great game. I gotta be honest. I mean, he has that set for the header, but overall, the game overall, I'm not sure, man.
What the next twist is going to be.
Tell you what, I'm enjoying watching these fans in front of us as much as I'm watching the game at the moment.
It's lively, Rio, isn't it? Lively. Yeah.
I'm glad.
Fermin is coming on for Dani Olmo.
And sending on 𝙀𝙗𝘾𝘼𝘋𝘼.
Dani Olmo does not look pleased.
Spanish international replaces another.
Wow. I don't know what. So it's an own goal. What a game. What a game.
What a hit, though. And the little dummy by Yamal as well.
True.
Make no mistake about it, that's rehearsed.
Araujo.
Oh, very well done by Pedri. Well done by Pedri there.
Went Pedri. Nicolo Barella, the offender.
I mean, I don't know what to make of this game. I really do not know what to make of this game. Wow.
There's Martinez.
As I was saying before, I do not know what to make of. I think Inter, I'm not really all that shocked. I thought, like, low-key, coming into the semi-final, they were a bit overrated.
And now Eric Garcia.
But still good, but overrated. But Barca, I'm not sure if I'm, like, impressed or if I'm. I think
chance for
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
some golden football being played out there tonight by these two. This fella in particular.
Lamine. Chance.
The cross. It's defended by 𝙀𝙬𝙖𝙾𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎.
Wow, dang. I really do not know what to say.
A lovely change of direction from Yamal. Then the cross into the middle. Away this time by 𝙬𝙬𝙖𝙾𝙀𝙀. Rafinha. Fermin Lopez.
Oh, no.
Fermin Lopez with the chance. Looking to
Fermin?
Can he find the
No.
space? Well, he could.
Respect Barca. No, I respect Barca. I respect Barca. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just not sure what to make of this performance. Because on the one hand, it's impressive for you to go and to be down on twice, and come back and get back into the game, and you look like scoring every single. They're not a foul there.
And he's going to get a booking as well.
Yeah, that's a foul. That's a yellow.
The challenge. Don't forget, tomorrow night we got the semi-final first legs in the Europa League and the Conference.
Crazy match I'm witnessing here, boys. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to make of them though, because on the one hand, Barca, yes, attacking wise, they look like they can score, but defensively, they are. They're actually probably all the teams left here, the worst team, and I would say the worst team by far, the worst team from what I've seen. Because Inter aren't some, they're good attacking wise. They're not, they're not some, mid-table, second tier, French side or anything, but every single time they attack on that counter, they look lethal. Like they look like prime BBC Real Madrid.
Phenomenal to watch from such a young team.
I think it also feels, Rio, because they've been in the doldrums, they've not been the European force for a number of seasons now, but it's got the feel of another maybe special generation of Barcelona players, another special team that can win Champions Leagues. I mean, it might be this season, but
our defense is bad. I think it's the tactics to it. I mean, it's you guys. In fairness, I will go and say that you guys stick to. Thuram's through again.
Thuram's in behind here.
Thuram.
He's got a real chance. Thuram.
Really well done by 𝙀𝙬𝙖𝙾𝙀𝙀. Excellent defending by 𝙀𝙀𝙀𝙀𝙀.
It was shocking. It really was. Can't believe that from a centre back.
What's happened there?
Really well to get back, but you're not showing you what he's doing before it.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Risky way of playing football. I know we're sitting there, we're loving the game. The freeness in which they're playing is refreshing, but they leave themselves so many big spaces to run in.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like,
if they got to the final, against either Arsenal or PSG, I think they'll be licking their lips in that sense. Not that it'll be an easy game.
I couldn't believe his positioning there.
Even you, Ali, with no pace, will be licking your lips at that, wouldn't you?
Correct.
is he through?
It's Thuram again. This time the slightly quicker defender 𝙀𝙀𝙀𝙀 is running back with him in 𝙀𝙬𝙀𝙀𝙀 Martin.
Nothing there.
Barcelona on the move. Rafinha's in space.
Chance here now. Barca countering. Ball in there for Yamal.
It's not the cleanest of headers. De Jong.
Wow.
Fermin Lopez.
Lamine Yamal. It's been quieter in the second half, but I'm not going to doubt him. He could come back again. Ball in. Too far. Out for a throw in. Dang. I really do not know what to say about him here.
A bit over the top, Mr. Fletcher.
There's the strike from Rafinha.
What a touch it is. He's so unlucky, the goalkeeper, but beautiful. It just bobbles up from perfectly, doesn't it?
Perfectly.
You see it? It just bobbled up. Beautiful strike.
When you looks out, if you're Jan Sommer. I must say, Rio, you mentioned Ali's pace a few moments ago. We've been shopping with him this afternoon. I mean, over 6 yards in a clothes shop, he's like lightning, I'll tell you.
Oh, his pace getting through the doors into that place was unreal. The fast twitch muscles were there.
Absolutely nothing wrong with him this afternoon.
Oh.
Fermin
Lopez.
Goes down to Rafinha, just pushed him wide a bit.
Well defended.
Back there always is into White to clear it up. Here's 𝙬𝙬𝙖𝙾𝙀𝙀🐬. And then 𝙀𝙀𝙀𝙀 for Barcelona. Barella.
I'm telling you,
It's just
right in them situations you are in against this Barca team.
exactly. That's exactly what I'm gonna go and say. Like in one sense, it's impressive how good they can attack and how fluid the attack is. But defensively, I'm sorry to say, it is. This is like U15's defending here. One ball and you are through against them.
I think that's a 24th at home in 6-7 games.
Crazy, isn't it? Crazy numbers.
In this particular tournament, obviously.
I mean, in fairness, to go and say that the goals that they've conceded in this game, the first one, they don't come from their high line necessarily failing them. But like again here, one ball in.
The intergroup and they can score again.
Like, why are they so high? That's a great ball in, and they can score here. And there you go. And he's off. Oh my goodness! You see that in fairness, that's where your high line it works. That's where it works. But listen, I'm sorry to say, I don't know. I spoke to this with Robbie, and I said this is potentially your biggest weakness, but potentially your biggest strength is that. Ooh, it's tight, but I think he's offside. I said it in the past. It's your biggest weakness, but potentially one of your strengths because it allows you to play so high up. But like, this is what I mean. If this is PSG, I'm losing it. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. Like every single time they attack, they look lethal. They look lethal. So this is what I'm saying. I'm so split on how I feel about Barca right now. I don't know what to make of this Barca team, honestly. Like it's some of the probably the best attacking football going there, but then defensively defense don't exist. It's offside. It's offside. So it was offside. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how close it is.
It's going to be tight when you see it. I mean, I think that's going to be very, very close. So it does remain 3-3. Fatesi plays it on here for Bisek. I mean, they're quite happy to send the centre half forward. I think he thought he might have been offside there. Look at the assistant. Dumfries is in.
Dumfries?
He's on a hat trick.
Oh. Oh. Why didn't he shoot? Yeah, shoot it with your left foot there, bud. Nah, Barca are actually shocked defensively. Disgusting, man. I think he's offside there again. That was offside. I mean, in fairness, Barca is literally chaos football. That's how I'm gonna describe it. The way I'm gonna go and describe Barca football, the identity. You know how we say, Barca ball, Pep ball, this, that, and the other. For me, Barca is chaos ball. Chaos ball. Chaos ball. On the one hand, it's free flow. You can go and have strikes from.
There's Rafinha.
I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. Lamine Yamal. And the thing is, he could still cook up here again. Here he goes again. Lamine Yamal. Lamine. That's a foul. And that's a dangerous free kick to concede as well. It's a dangerous free kick to concede as well.
There you go.
Whoa, my goodness. Oh my gosh. A toenail. Wow. Now, I actually can't wait. I really want to speak with Robbie again and go and say, I really would like to get more of his opinion on this, because I'm a ping pong ball. That's why. Yeah, that's another probably good way to say ping pong ball, chaos ball, ping pong FC. It's just highs, low. It's just, in fairness, as a neutral, it is brilliant. But as a Barca fan, for me, I'd lose. I could not. I'd have heart attacks recently. But this is a dangerous free kick here. This is a very dangerous free kick. And I would not be surprised if whatchamacallit, Rafinha puts this in. This is a very dangerous free kick, and he's a good free kick taker. All right, Rafinha. Oof. He tried to do the keeper.
And that flashed through the wall.
Certainly hit with power, wasn't
okay.
it? Sommer could not take his eye off that one. Getting back to Rafinha, Fletcher. I mean, he's obviously disappointed he's not getting the credit for that goal, because that would have put him one off Messi's record of 14 in the one season in the Champions League, which I know you were aware of.
Kubasi. Moving towards the final 10 minutes in Barcelona. 3-3. This pulsating, absorbing Champions League semi-final first leg. 𝙬𝙗𝘼𝑖's touch. On it goes towards Marcus Thuram. Now it's on to Fratesi. And now 𝙬𝙗𝘼 can get on the move again down that side. The defender there was
well defended.
Got it back again here into with Mkhitaryan, but Pedri read what he was going to do. Here's 𝙂𝙗𝘖𝙾𝙆.
Oh, bro, you need to foul him.
No.
Well done, well read.
Through to Rafinha as well.
I need to see that again.
They're through here again, and szczęsny has to come in. Oh. These guys, no, I'm sorry to say this.
Your goalkeeper has to play as an extra sweeper because they defend that high.
By the way, he popped that through the legs there.
I know he did. Here we go.
Box of tricks.
I mean, some of the football tonight has been spectacular, not more so than that.
I do not know what to. I genuinely do not know what to make of Barca, man. Like, on the one hand, you have brilliance from Lamine Yamal, strikes from 40 yards out, brilliant play, fluid football, a crazy attacking football, but defensively, disgusting, atrocious.
Don't forget
no shape, no like. I mean, in fairness, I'll go and say that okay, the goal it's offside. It's offside, and yes, it is offside, but
in North London,
it's a toe. He has a smaller size shoe. He's onside.
Well, they're taking off Denzel Dumfries.
What a performance by him. Denzel Dumfries, what a performance. What a performance from Denzel Dumfries. Zielinski's coming on for Thuram.
Been sensational today. Hasn't he just put in a great performance in that right wing back area?
So Darmian for Dumfries and Zielinski for Thuram.
Those two substitutions suggest they're taking a 3-3 home. That's what they want to do, Inzaghi. A bit more defensive-minded players.
That's twice he's done that tonight when they've tried to slow the retake down.
Christensen's about to come on.
Christensen, who's going to be coming on for Barcelona.
I'm not even sure. Is there another goal in this game, chat? I feel like there probably will be.
These two sides find a winning goal in the last 8.5 minutes. Lovely ball in by Barella. Fantastic. In goes the cross. To Fratesi in the middle.
So
that's the one we're talking about.
Yep, you time your run from deep, and there's a bit of time on it. You don't have to have time on the ball. You just hook it. Yep.
Hold on, let me go to Robbie's. Let me go to Robbie's big up stream. Big up.
Well, the fact they've got 3.
Because I really.
They're only 5 off the record of goals scored in the Champions League season, which they hold. I mean, they've got pretty much the top 4 or 5. But I mean, they've still got the second leg, and they've got potentially a final. So this could be the most free-scoring Champions League team that we've ever seen in the competition. You can certainly see why, based on what we've witnessed tonight. Here's Pedri. And Rafinha was made to stretch, and then he couldn't get it under control. We're going to see a couple of Barcelona changes here. And we're going to see Andreas Christensen and Gavi. So Kubasi's night is done. And it's Gavi for Pedri.
You see.
So Christensen out there. He's been out for most of the season with an Achilles problem. He's been on the bench a few times, but he's back out there now. Straight involved as well, the Barcelona substitute. .23 attempts between them.
Fair enough.
12 of them have been on target. Here's Frenkie de Jong. Araujo. Eric Garcia, now 𝙾𝙾𝘼𝘋𝘼.
I mean, Robbie's saying that, yeah, the goal that they're exhausted.
Matteo Darmian back there defending for Inter. Martinez. De Jong.
Dang. All right, fair enough. Dang. All right, Robbie was basically going and saying that, like, okay, on fairness, that Inter's goals, two of them came from set pieces. They scored in the first 30 seconds.
Everybody back defensively here for Inter.
And I guess I would agree on him on that point, but I'm also just going and saying that
Swings the ball in.
Defensively,
And that's good defending by Carlos.
it is shaky, extremely shaky. And I mean, yes, of course, I will go and say chalk it up. I didn't really think about the fact that, yeah, they played 120 minutes not too long ago. So in fairness there, but I'm not sure if that's necessarily because, like, it's not, I don't think it's the fatigue from Barca that's necessarily getting them. I think it's just the way that it's set up. Because on the one hand, like, I think yo-yo ball, ping pong ball, in the way that they can go and suffocate you when they are at their best, when they're feeling themselves, when they're grooving and moving, they're potentially probably I would probably say have a higher peak than PSG. But the lows, I would say, of the remaining champions of the team is definitely the lowest. Definitely the lowest. So they have the highest high and the lowest low.
Up it goes towards Carlos Augusto. Well then, Rafinha is going to chase this and try and do some damage. Bisek did well.
Like, again, they're trying to the high line. In fairness, it's worked fine there. Bro spinning. I mean, they put Christensen in there, so I think they're going to try to be a bit more defensively astute.
That was back in 1959. Inter won the last one by a single goal in 2022 when they were there.
Dang.
It's going to be fascinating, the second leg. Wouldn't have thought it'd be too much different to tonight. No. Actually, the way it will be played. Here's Gavi. And now
wow.
Araujo.
I wouldn't think there'd be any change.
Who do you think is winning this game? I mean, it could finish in the draw, honestly. And honestly, I probably have to say that a draw is probably fair in this game, because for as good as Barca have been going forwards, and that spell where Lamine Yamal was basically under, again, I to say, under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, and everything he was pulling off was coming off. When they go anything defensively, just capitulation. I say that. Chance here for them. Ferran Torres. Hits the bar.
Second time he's hit the woodwork tonight.
If that goes in. Wow.
Now Martinez.
I mean, the game's not over. He's still got like 3 minutes to go in regulation. But here comes Lamine again. I think if anything's going to come, it's going to be from him. Lamine.
Here's Gavi. Excellent feet to take the ball under pressure. De Jong gets it back out there to Garcia.
Lamine again.
Yamal. Christensen. I think that might have been his own player, Fermin Lopez. Here's Frankie de Jong. 2.5 minutes to go. Christensen. Inigo Martinez.
I'm thinking I'm going to chance here. Well defended by Inter. Thing is, though, if you feel Inter could do this all day.
Take this draw back to the San Siro for next week.
Nah, Giuseppe Meazza. Well won there.
Rafinha dispossessed by Barella, but they win it straight back again.
Oh, chance here.
Behind them down this side. Good.
Whoa.
Still not clear. Rafinha. And then flicked away by Barella, then by Taremi, and now they'll...
Ah, Fratesi.
Look at the press, suffocating them. Wave after wave this.
In by Yamal.
Well done again. The defending is good by Inter, and the thing is, they can do that. I think if you're Barca, chat, who is this a worse result for?
Moving towards the last minute.
We'll see. The game's not over. I would still say that I think this is a worse result, definitely for Barca.
𝙎𝙬 flicks it away. 𝙬𝙾𝘾𝘼𝙎 clears further. Araujo. Yamal's got two again. Takes on Augusto. Good defending. Played well since he's come on.
Done all right.
Yeah, he's done all right. He's done all right.
I think he's had a better time against him than DiMarco.
I would not argue that fact.
Christensen. We're about to find out how much time is going to be added on. Yamal looking to conjure up more magic from that side. Hits his cross straight to Bastoni. 3 minutes. Crowd don't like that.
Only 3 minutes. 3 minutes about a time. 3 minutes for, I would say 3 minutes for Barca to get a winner here, because I think a draw is a good result for Inter.
Looking to hit another one with power.
Oh!
Over the bar by Sona.
Rafinha can strike a ball. Rafinha can strike a ball. Junior, this is definitely worse for Barca because they will score once and play the formation 10-0-1 and park the plane. Can you give memberships? What's the date? Oh yeah, I'll do that later. I'll go and give out some memberships. I can give out all of them because I think, yeah, they reset every calendar month, so I can give them all of them.
Yeah. Asking for a bit more from the crowd, who rise as Rafinha runs over there to take this corner.
All right.
Stoppage time in Barcelona, hoisted in. Up goes Araujo. Brought down in there by Garcia, but hacked away by Bastoni.
All right, Barca come again. Long ball by Rafinha.
Araujo jumping. Martinez with the cross.
Ball cleared again by Inter.
Away by 𝙤𝙤𝘾𝘼𝙎, who's been busy since coming on.
Fermin. Long ball in by Fermin Lopez. Too long.
And you can almost hear the sigh of relief from the Inter Milan supporters at the top of the stand to our right.
Wow.
A good number of them too, worth mentioning.
Yeah, I really do not know what to make of this game, honestly. Yeah, what a game, though.
Yeah, 100%. Both sides, they've played to their maximum. We've seen some unbelievable moments from Barcelona individuals, and I think a team effort from this Inter Milan team.
Barcelona late winner, clip it. All right, we'll see. Potentially. They could. The thing is, though, they could do so. And okay, it would be a bit surprising at this point, but it wouldn't be completely out of the order either. We'll see.
We just saw the man in the match there, that hitting the bar as well. What a performance he's given us this afternoon to see him a bigger problem.
Chat, who is... Well, okay, we'll see. I'll wait for the end of the game. One last chance, maybe.
Gavi. Christensen.
They need to get the ball long if they... For something to happen here.
Here's Ronald Araujo.
Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal to mesmerise. Rolls it back for Rafinha. There's Ferran Torres. Yamal looking for a way through. It's gone back to Sommer.
Well done.
Smash it away. Referee's had a look at the watch.
Sure, that's going to be time. That's game. Wow. 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 Wow.
Has played the immovable object.
Wow.
Standstill here in the first leg of this Champions League semi-final.
What a performance. What a game. What a game.
30 seconds. Denzel Dumfries after
what a game.
minutes. Then the comeback started. A moment of brilliance from Lamine
wow.
Yamal. And then the
Chat, who's the man of the match? Who's the man of the match?
The second half would be a Barcelona.
Who is the man of the match for you guys? Who's your man of the match in your eyes?
The champions of Italy. only for Rafinha to hit an absolute screamer that came back off the bar.
Dumfries. I think it has to be Dumfries. It has to be. As good as Lamine Yamal was, Dumfries scores. Dumfries is involved in every single game. I mean, every single goal. Got an assist on the first one, scored twice. He has to be the man of the match, surely. If Barca won, Lamine Yamal would be... Well, it depends if who scores the next goal, because I thought... All things considered, I thought Lamine Yamal was a bit quieter in the second half. Either Marcus...
We've been treated to some unbelievable football.
Marcus Thuram. I mean, a Barca's goal, I don't think there was all that much from him.
I just feel it was a great treat for those at home watching.
Wow.
Here to see that kid.
Assistant VAR.
Performance, especially the first minute.
Yeah, man.
I'm someone who wants to be taken off my seat and made to kind of think, wow, what is this? What are we witnessing? And that today for me was a majestic performance. But
man of the match is not just GA. Of course, yeah, but Denzel Dumfries also played well. I think if I'm not mistaken, he's the one who plays the ball for the goal that Inter scored that was offside. He gets a goal, gets 2 goals, pardon me, gets an assist. Like, he has three goal contributions in a single game from a wing back. It's crazy. 3 weeks, like, I don't know, like, what more do you want him to do to get a man of the match performance there?
The first minute of that game, end to end, I can't remember enjoying watching
Wow.
a football game as much as I did there. That was
No, I
just
agree, I
so
agree.
Good, guys. I want your reaction because Lamine Yamal, that man there.
It was a draw.
Man among boys, but being
Yeah, so what, do you disagree that Denzel Dumfries is the man of the match?
He's so special, really is. Rio said it's remarkable to watch him. He makes everything look so easy.
You're saying no?
Best of the best. Size of this Inter team, defensively one of the best.
I saw you said Yamal earlier on.
Stop him though. It was with 3-4 defenders. He's such a special player. Brilliant game. Credit to Inter. You know, they came to play. We said Barca give you a chance with the high line. They did that. But Yamal put on a clinic in that first
Mr. Gaming 4LI.
Yeah, he's getting his commemorative 100th game shirt there off Andre Ter Stegen, the captain, the goalkeeper who's injured at the moment. But yeah, it adds everything. It shows how frail Barcelona are defensively, but going forwards, they're absolutely electric.
But I mean, he's not happy, man.
Off a lot of the players, and
Taking a picture for this 100th game.
Laporta gives him a round of applause, and rightly so.
I mean, we were saying as well, it's almost like Barcelona
Mr.
feel like they're beaten. So even when they go to,
I don't know, but I didn't see him until the Bud. He scored 2 goals and got an assist. I mean, yeah, you see here, he's the one who got the man of the match here.
2 goals as a defender, but
what else do you want him to do? What more do you want him to do?
2-0 down at the start of the game. They find a way, they hang in there.
The defense, I mean, he defended well. I don't see, I mean, Rafinha, okay, bar is screamer and whatnot. Rafinha kept Rafinha relatively quiet. Let me turn this off. Kept Rafinha pretty quiet. Scored, like, he scored twice in his Champions League semifinal away from home and got an assist. He's literally involved in every single goal. Got the assist on the offside goal too, as I mentioned as well. For me, as good as Lamine was, how do you not give him the man of the match? How do you not give him the man of the match? I don't get it. The ref, Clément Chopin, I thought he was there a decision that really went the other way around? I thought maybe I'm misremembering something. I thought he was fine though. I don't think it was terrible from his perspective. His performance was mid. Rafinha's performance was mid. Yeah. I think Dumfries deserves it, but Yamal was good. Yeah, no. I always think that as good as Lamine was excellent for the handball. Are you talking about the Inigo Martinez handball? If that one, I mean, I don't think the ref sees it, and I mean, yeah, I agree. I probably should have called that, but it's not. Maybe if there's no handball, is potentially Burrell's through there, but it's not bad. I thought he reffed the game actually pretty good. Ref didn't do anything wrong, yeah. But yeah, though, Mr. Gaming, I disagree. Lamine had a good spell in that second half of the second half. I mean, of the second half of the first half, from like the 20th minute to like the to the end of the half. He was excellent. In that second half, he had moments. You saw him a bit more, but he was a lot quieter, and he had some bad passes, bad touches, etc., so on and so forth. But Dumfries, I mean, okay, Inter just didn't have the ball nearly as much, obviously. But even just overall, though, like 2 goals, an assist, gets an assist on that second goal, defended quite well. Like unless you're just gonna go and say basically you can't give it to a defender because, well, like I don't get how you can think that Lamine for me had he won man of the match on FootMob 2. Yeah, I mean, well, we can bring it up here. So quickly, here are the stats though. Bryce said you're right. All right, fair enough. So 72% possession for Barca, 1.39 XG, 28% for Inter, 0.91 XG, 19 shots for Barca, 1 big chance, 2 big chances for Inter. The momentum was definitely in Barca's favor. There's no denying there. Their offside goal here. Oh no, this is the own goal. And then the offside goal, when did it come in? I think it came in, was it like here? But looking at the lineups, so yeah, Dumfries got a 9.3, Yamal got an 8.9. So of course, Yamal is definitely the highest rated from Barca, but for Inter, I mean, yeah, man of the match, won the most duels, 2 goals and assists, 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Maybe not the best in terms of accurate passes. 2 out of 2 successful dribbles. Like, yeah. Barca's defense wasn't as bad as y'all make it. I mean, okay, if you go and you say, oh yeah, the offside trap worked, and I do like, I'm not going and saying that all Barca, when they face a real team, they're gonna go and feel it. But I'm just saying, like, especially for example for you, that goal, in one sense, you have to go and say that you can't just chalk it up to coincidence if Barca are continually having people offside. But at the same time, the goal that's disallowed for offside, if his shoe size is like is a bit smaller, or if who kept him, or who made him offside, whoever the defender was, his shoe size is a bit bigger, he's offside. So it's like too tight to call. Like, you're like, if we're gonna go in like a non-VAR world or whatnot, something like that, if the referee doesn't, if the linesman doesn't put his flag up right away, that's a goal. And the thing is, what I was saying is that it's just Barca looks so. I just think defensively, for me, out of the teams left in the tournament, I have to be honest. I think they're the worst team defensively, and by like, I probably rank it in Europe. Probably Inter, probably number 1. But now with the goals they've been conceding, probably no longer. I probably put Arsenal defensively, purely defensively, probably number 1. Then maybe Inter, then PSG, and then distant 4th is, I think, a Barcelona. Because even PSG, we're not the best team defensively by any means or anything, but we're much more solid than Barca. Much more solid. Also, Trump kicking behind the line. Yeah, I'm also thinking about like that Kourbassi challenge. I mean, in fairness, they'll go into they get back to it. But the thing is, though, defending, now Madrid is worse. I said of the teams left in the competition, of the 4 teams in the semifinals, I think Barca has by far the worst defense, in my opinion. Like, that's why I'm saying I don't know what to make of this Barca performance. On the one hand, it's sort of what I would have expected from Barca, is that yes, going forward, it is clinical, it is high octane, etc., so on and so forth. It's fluid, but defensively, non-existent. And Arsenal are not the greatest going up front either, but like even in Arsenal against them, it's tough. It's tough, man. I feel like as a madman, he doesn't care if he concedes 3, he'll score 4. Yeah, so it's just outshooting him. It's ping pong game. It's outscoring the other team, which in terms of like watching it, entertainment, it's extremely entertaining. I will give it that. But in terms of sometimes, if you want to win a competition, sometimes you need to be able to defend. Because as I said, I remember saying it when Barca were having in that first half when they were really doing it. I'm saying that. It's yes, when they're at their peak, there's probably nobody in Europe that can match them. When they're feeling themselves, when they're in the mood. However, you're not on top like that for the entire 90 minutes, and you need to be able to suffer. And Barca cannot really do that, in my opinion. Like we saw the scare against Dortmund. They come up against stiffer opposition here, and bang. And like we got to go and say we're not even like I remember when it was at halftime, even when we were losing 2-1 and they equalized, we're going and saying, oh, look at Barca, this and the other. Like, I also want to say from the Barca perspective, I think a draw is a bad result for you guys to do at home. It's a bad result in my opinion. Our attack is way better than PSG. Not way better. If you want to say slightly better, fine. I mean, you guys have scored more goals than you guys have been the best attack in Europe. But definitely not way better. Definitely not way better. Definitely not way better. But yeah. I mean, wow. We'll see. Junior give out memberships. All right, I'll do that. If you guys want memberships, make your way to the horizontal stream, because that's the only place where I can give out memberships. Make sure you've got like allowing for gifting memberships on for me to be able to turn it on or give you guys that. All right, I'm here. I'll give you anybody who wants gifted memberships. I'll give all of my 10 of them for this month because it's the last day of the month. So make sure you go. First and foremost, make sure you're on not a mobile device, because I don't think they've managed to fix it on mobile. So you're gonna have to be on a desktop device for it. And go to the horizontal stream. So the one where I'm not vertical. So the one, if you look at the thumbnail where you have Lamine Yamal and Lautaro Martinez, go to that one. All right, I'll give you some extra time and I'll answer a few questions you guys may have. Does it work on YouTube? You need to be on the YouTube desktop like version. For memberships, you need to be on a desktop version, like on the YouTube website on a desktop. It's not going to work on mobile. What do you think about 𝙬𝙬𝘖? Top talent. Top talent. I'm on the phone. It's not going to work, unfortunately. All right. I think we're giving enough time. I'll give out. That's 5 there. And I'll give you guys a couple more minutes before I do the next one. So congratulations to anybody who got the memberships. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I agree. How much will you pay for Barcelona? I mean, given his age, maybe the market's inflated. So how much did Lineor? Well, I want to see Lineor, how much he went for. How much? How much was Lineor's transfer? 62 million euros. I think that's inflated. 45 million for Kubarsi. Because 70 million is crazy. 70 million is crazy. Like, you think Van Dijk, most expensive defender in football, was it Oyasco Kavart? 90 million. Okay, dang. Harry Maguire was previously at 87 million. Like, I mean, Oyasco Kavart has been good in fairness, but spending, like, you think Van Dijk went for what? Van Dijk went for something like 70 million. At 10, I'm getting to doing the rest of them. 10 minutes. That would be 4 minutes. Giving you 2 minutes to sort it out. But 70 million for what? I mean, he's good. I still think he has his deficiencies. The 40 million for 𝙀𝙬𝘼 for me is crazy. I mean, 70 million. 70 million is crazy. But if you're buying a washed Mbappe for 300 million, like at least 70 million for 𝙀𝙬𝘼, 10-year contract. I don't even think you can sign a 10-year contract like that. But who spent 300 million for Mbappe? Like when did Mbappe go for 300 million? He went to Real Madrid for free. And if you want to go and say he probably would have gone for like, I don't know, 100 million, something, so on and so forth. The thing is, at that time, Mbappe, like, Mbappe going for 100 million or 150 million is reasonable. He's done it at the top level. 𝙀𝙬𝘼 is good, but again, it's what 1.5 seasons there. I'd pay 80 million. 80 million is crazy. So you're telling me that 𝙀𝙬𝘼 is what, top 3 in terms of money, worthy of being top 3 center backs most paid at 18 years old? Come on, guys, be serious. Inter offside goal, thoughts on that, Junior? I thought they're very, very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. From the Barca perspective, again, Barcelona fans are going to go and say that the offside goal was offside. However, what I will say too is that I understand if it's like, oh, a body length is offside, but when it's a toe, they don't know that. And that toe could be onside. And like what you concede it, like, I don't know. I think sometimes we'll see, because if they go and win, they might shut me up and whatnot. But at the same time too, I think sometimes being extremely naive like that in the Champions League could cost you. Sometimes you need to be able to defend, like PSG last game. If PSG just tried to play their high press gun ho football the entire 90 minutes, you can't do that. You're gonna concede. All right, I'm submitting the next the next wave of gifted memberships. So good luck to you guys. All right, here are the next 5. It's so close to being onside. Yeah, it was extremely close. Who should win the Ballon? Why is everyone saying the Ballon d'Or? It's Ballon d'Or. Oh, there's no I. It's not Dior. Ballon d'Or. Whose favorites now? I mean, I probably still put Rafinha as favorite, but I've seen his last 2 performances, and again, in fairness, he has a wicked strike today, and he gets an assist. I don't know. I just feel like even Dembele, even though like Dembele's not, like Rafinha's getting GA, he's getting there, but in the game itself, he's not doing nearly as much. As pure football talent, I'm going to say as far as think that Lamine Yamal is on another level to any player in the game in the top 5 leagues in the world. 17 years old, a level that's crazy. So Rio Ferdinand is saying that Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world right now. At moments he can be, yes, but no, I don't think so. Pedri clear for sure for the Ballon d'Or. Pedri's a good shout. Pedri is a good shout. I will say. I think Dembele is in there as well. Yeah, it'll depend. Well, the thing is, it depends on who wins the final in the end. Like if Barca get knocked out of the semifinals and PSG go through, it doesn't completely end, all the hopes for the Barca players. But like Dembele, you have to think decisive against Liverpool, decisive again. Well, got an assist, got assists in the games against Aston Villa, scored again away at the Emirates yesterday. He's up there. Voilà, voilà. Could Saka win it? No, I don't. He's been injured for too long. And yeah, it doesn't have the stats to back up any of the other players out there. So no. I've been a member, so does it mean I can't get it again? I think so. I think you can't. If you've been a member in the past, I don't think you can get it again. When you stop in the stream, soon. Sorry, I had a mental blank there. When I say, is Robbie still streaming? Or is the stream done? Let me refresh the page here. Oh, he's done. Interesting. I'll be curious. I'm going to be curious to see what he has to say in his post game thoughts. I'll be really curious to see, because he said, I asked him a question on Big Up, asking him, I'm like that. I said, I'm not sure what to think of Barca. And in fairness, he did say that you have to think that they also did. They played 120 minutes extra time not too long ago, so there's certainly some fatigue in it from that perspective. True, but I'm also just looking at it like even against Madrid, as like it's similar to PSG a couple years ago when we had the M&M. Is that going forwards, the highs of the team are second to none, honestly. Like I would say like probably peak to peak, probably Barca have the biggest peak of any team in the world currently. I would go and say they have the best peak. Like them at their best, they can score against any team, they can do whatever, even better than PSG. Marginally so. However, it's the downs, the troughs are low. Like Inter, a single attack they look dangerous. A single attack, and PSG don't already. Our defense is not, the greatest out there either by any stretch of the imagination. But it's not one ball. It does not completely do us. PSG better peak in my opinion. I mean, like attacking wise is more so. Like in the like that. Obviously, PSG can do so, but like I'm going and thinking like when PSG have like if I compare like the first 10 minutes of the Arsenal game that PSG had compared to Barca's like spell in this game, Barca's spell was probably more dominant. However, when like PSG then had to go and defend the lead, even though Arsenal did get chances 100%, I just thought PSG dealt with it much better. Even though, okay, you'll go and say that, but like Inter have like a lower XG than Arsenal. So Inter's XG is 0.91. Whereas if I go back to Arsenal's game yesterday, let's go yesterday. All right, PSG. I think Arsenal had an XG of like 1.4. Yeah, 1.6, pardon me. So Arsenal had more chances. I'd also say though Arsenal played better and they were also at home. So 10 shots, 3 big chances. Inter had 7 shots, 3 shots on target, 2 big chances. But yeah. Junior predictions for the second legs, for both second legs. Honestly, what should I do first? The PSG one or the Barca one? PSG? Okay, I'll do PSG first. Yeah, true. That's true. All right, for PSG, so we're turning at the park. PSG have not been... Okay. the Parc in recent seasons has not been what it used to be. It is no longer a fortress. However, this year in the Champions League, even then, you think you lost to Liverpool, you lost to Atletico Madrid. Who else did you lose to? I think there's another loss in there. No, I think that's all. Because this year we lost to Atleti, Arsenal. Yeah, okay, so only 2 losses in the Champions League. I either see a draw for PSG back at the Parc or a 2-1 win to PSG. I'll say a 2-1 win to PSG, potentially being 1-1 drawn. Let's say PSG score first, Arsenal equalize, and then because Arsenal is pushing, PSG score late to win the tie. So 2-1 win for PSG, which would mean they'd win 3-1 on aggregate. That's my prediction for the second leg in the PSG game. PSG Arsenal is going to penalties. PSG win. I hope not. I really hope it doesn't go to penalties. Although I'm feeling a bit more. If it does have to go to penalties, I mean, I would feel more confident. I think we would be probably odds-on favorites to win it over Arsenal, but I don't want to go to penalties. If we can avoid it, I don't want to go through penalties. Then for the Barca game, though. Depends anyone. PSG won't win on pens. Yeah, no, pens is anyone. But you go and you think Donnarumma is excellent is an excellent penalty kick keeper, and PSG have already been through one, and they won it against Liverpool. Arsenal have been one in this season against United, and they lost it. So there's that as well. Second leg. Honestly, because thing is, I would have said that for Barca to go through. And I said comfortably overall. Dang, man. Could Inter do it? Because I genuinely think... Barca... Have I seen enough from Barca? Like, honestly, if there's one game that's going to go to extra time, it's going to be that one. I'll stick to my thing. I'll say Barca win it, but they win on pens. It's going to be a draw again in the next game. Something like 2-2. 2-2, Barca win on pens. But if a team is going to win in the 90, honestly, I'm going to say it's going to be Inter. If a team is going to win in the 90, for me, it's going to be Inter. Yeah, if a team is going to win in the 90, it's going to be Inter because, I mean, Barca. How's Barca's? I want to see Barca's form in the Champions League. So, see Barcelona Champions League. I want to see the form. Matches. There we go. Dang, this thing is bright. All right, here we go. So here are Barca's matches from the beginning of the season. So they lost their first game to Monaco 2-1, beat Young Boys. So this is away from home. Then they smacked Young Boys 5-0, smacked Bayern 4-1, smacked Cervena Cesda away from home 5-2, beat Brest at home 3-0, beat Dortmund away from home 3-2, beat Benfica 5-4, drew to Atalanta 2-2. This is the final group phase game. So they drew, lost, and won all the rest of their games. And away from home, they're on. So loss, win, and win. So loss, win. So 3 wins, 1 loss. Then they won the first game 1-0. Then won the return leg and then this one. So smacked them, then lost. So they've lost twice already at home, away from home, drawn one. I don't know. I want to see them in La Liga. Barcelona table. It's gonna be La Liga. Yes. I want to see home, away. So away from home, 60 games played, 11 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. At home, 13 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. Okay, not too different. They win less. They're better at home in terms of winning. But in terms of losing, they've lost fewer games away from home. Interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting. I really do not know what to make of it. Because I could see Barca winning it, yes. I feel like if Barca win it, they win like 3-1. But they could also lose that game. And if it goes to pens, then maybe Barca go and win it. But I'll go and say, for the sake of it, Barca win on pens. Barca win on pens. That's my prediction. Whew. Right, guys, what time is it? I think I'm gonna be ending the stream there, guys. But yeah, guys, as always, it's been a pleasure having you guys on stream. Thank you to everybody that was on here on stream. It's a pleasure as always to have you guys on. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be streaming games this upcoming week just because I've got exams to prepare for. So probably won't be seeing me until the return legs. And even then, I'm not even sure if I'm actually going to be able to stream the Barca game return leg, just because I've got an exam the next day. So depending on how well prepared I am, maybe I will or maybe I won't do it. Yeah. With that, guys, it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you guys for tuning in on stream. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Stay tuned on the channel for any new uploads and be there for the post-game reaction. And if you guys are still on stream, to the very few of you guys that are here, comment drawer in the comments of the post-game reaction video so that I know that you guys were on the stream. You guys stayed here until the end. But anyways, guys, with that, thank you very much. And remember, stay safe, stay kind, and stay blessed. Godspeed.